Doki, Doki, Doki. Check the sound. Check the sound. It's me, Bane. I love this anime game. How do you know? How do you know? Alright, Fuckler Chuckster. Is the chat window showing up here? Blah 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 blah. Hey. Well, you mean it always will for you? No, I'm not talking about the side chat window. I'm talking about the on-screen window for the stream.
Oh, on screen, like.
Not this screen, dum dum.
No, I mean, if there's something like that's supposed to be like on top of the game, I'm not seeing that.
Where? On your screen or on this TV screen? Because the TV screen is the game.
Babe, I'm looking at it right now.
Okay, so that's not showing up there, is what you're telling me?
Yes.
Not even this? Alright. Oh yeah, why isn't that showing up? I don't know why that isn't showing up anymore. Let's see here. La 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 la. Let's go. Okay, all widgets. Ugh, I think they changed some garbage here. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, because at least my overlay should show up. Yeah, I don't know why my... Hang on, I'm gonna switch the screen. Yeah, I don't know why... What in the Pringles is going on here? No, that's the wrong thing. Yeah, I have no idea. You redeemed nothing. Thank you. I genuinely have no idea, because it's when I switch to the other screen, the chat box is there. I don't know what that just is. Should I just keep chucking on forward? It's just annoying to me. Why things. Don't like that. Don't like that one teeny, teeny, tiny bit. I mean, it's not crucial or anything, but it's... whatever. Alright, but... We're good to Goblin?
I think so.
You think so?
Yeah, I know so.
Do you?
Yes.
I think, you are hearable in the distance, but, I'm talking to the mod goblin, just by the by. Alright, where's the thing? Okay. Hint, you can use the skip button to fast forward. Your text you already read. Where am I starting here? Oh, I go to load?
No, this is, a file.
This is a new poem?
I guess so.
Alright.
Unless, you got to save last time.
No, I definitely remembered to save. But it was also like 6 a.m. Ew, Papa, lust, disoriented, sugar cheeks, skipping friends. Okay, so I'm gonna write a poem that isn't about Papa. I don't know what Doki Doki means.
I think it's just baby.
Is it?
Yeah, you know, like the, you're my baby.
Like sweetie, like
Yeah.
coibito. Yeah, I never heard that term.
It was like a Dragon Ball Z mobile game or something for April Fool's Day. They changed it to like, you know, from Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Battle to like Doki Doki Z Ultimate Battle. They made all the characters like, you know, cutesy versions.
Kawaii. Kawaii. Why I gotta pick so many words? Didn't I already say scars?
Well, if you pick less words, you want to be able to express yourself.
I don't know that many words. And apparently neither does the main character. It's just awesome. Guy. Scars. Guts. Pleasure. Lust.
I hope this is just like his poem. It's not like, you know, that's like the theme for the next line. He's like agonizing hop mouse.
Yeah, it's literally his poem is just these words. God forbid that he gets a thesaurus, then it's gonna be like 6 chapters long of just You know how that kid is. There's always that one kid. You know, there's always that one kid in your literature class or your creative writing class. I was thinking about a Tumblr post or something, or a tweet that I saw a while ago, where it was something that someone wrote an essay where they clearly used like a thesaurus, or not even a thesaurus, like thesaurus.com, but it was on 1984, and it was like large sibling is viewing you, or something like that. My favorite streamer. I'm just kidding. Wasn't there like the fucking isn't there a conspiracy that Dream is actually Cry?
I have no idea who either of these people are outside of that Doki video.
Yeah, I honestly didn't either, but I was reading comments on one of the YouTube videos, and someone pointed out that all the pictures of Dream that Donkey used, you know, the fan art was fan art of another streamer called Cry, who was like apparently like a groomer pedophile, and I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything because I'm not gonna throw out the fact that their artwork and avatars look exactly the same. And I'm trying to get like a bunch of Dream stands after me, but what would they even I don't think I have this stream labeled as like, you know, 18 plus, because I don't think there are any Dream fans who are over 14. So kids, go to bed. You shouldn't be watching this game. It's too scary. Candy. Easy. I'm trying not to let my depression allow it to take a big turn into, you know, just picking words like anguish, defeat, and then all of a sudden I get Yuri killing me. I certainly don't want to pick faster because I don't want any body horror. I have no idea how this game is gonna go, and my amigo who's hanging out over here, he won't tell me anything. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting. Already? I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Keep forgetting. Shout out to you. Yo, Sayori. I was trying to do a Jesse.
Oh.
We've been watching Breaking Bad. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm still just not used to you being in the club, that's all. Also, that's pretty simple, but I guess it's always simple things with you anyway. He's calling you stupid. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. See, I'm starting to relate with her more and more. Like, she had me after, you read her poem, and the last line was, "I want breakfast." Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why are you being so sketch? Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori?
This is where it takes a turn. It's about to get into Danganronpa. I mean officiously don't like brace yourself.
Oh, I thought we were about to find, I'm not gonna say anything because it might be like Danganronpa spoilers. Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. Give me your fucking purse. Why? Nothing. Just want to look. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fell out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. She wanted him to buy a snack for her.
That's the Makoto Naegi right there. I can see right through you.
それは違うぞ! Oh wait, no, that's Shibichi. The pronunciation. それは違うよ! You know that's Shinji from Evangelion, who does the voice of Naegi and of Nagito. Nagito. それは違うよ! That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that leaves the one option. I give up.
Yeah, now she's about to get collared and executed.
No spoilers. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Punishment time. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just, something in my book. Yuri, tell Jonathan to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough. What a bitch. Fair enough retribution. She's been stuffing her bra. I didn't get it at first, but now I get it. When that one girl, the tsundere, was like, hey, yeah, I noticed your tits got like 3 sizes bigger. Hey, it's high school, you know, you can't blame kids for being insecure. Did I just? I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side to you. I still can settle on any kind of direction of voice for this one. That one I can't help but go like a Toko route. There's no way you could think that. You were right though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the retribution. That! Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside of us all, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. She tricked Natsuki into making the cupcakes. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Whap! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. What was... A cookie? Sure enough, a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? Is it because I paid my restitution? Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez. Oh, jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and wraps her arms around her. Oh, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori... What? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chooses the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. I keep forgetting to, because I keep doing like very similar voices just throughout the girls that I keep not paying attention really to the name. So it's like Jonathan will be like, well, I'm sorry.
Well, if he's trying to seduce the ladies, it might work.
It's not like I'd like you or anything. I mean, it's not like I like you or anything. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period was over 2 months ago, and you were the last man I was with. To be honest, kind of lost track of... I'm pregnant and it's yours. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. That's true. Once, if you get pregnant, there's a very loud bell that rings to let you know.
Oh, that's good.
I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. The fuck is a piano? I wasn't aware you played a fucking piano. Oh, I don't really. I just kind of stare at it and see if the keys move. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. Okay, yeah, it is cool to learn piano, but like, just start mashing your hands. Actually, no, don't do that, because if it's, that you could get the piano out of tune that way, and it's really obnoxious. If, because when I was in high school, there was like two upright pianos, and they were never in tune. It was rare that we could get like a piano tuner up in that bitch to tune them, and there would be kids being like, "Ha, look at me, I'm playing piano with my butt," and it would knock the pianos like further out of tune. I digress. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay, that sounds cool. I also look forward to it. So does Ka. In that case, I won't let you down, Jonathan. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. So does. In that case, best of luck. Arigato. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. How big was the cookie? Like, I don't think it would take that long. Yuri's? What?
I was like, yeah, she probably didn't bake like giant.
Well, maybe it's, I'm thinking like a boardwalk cookie. Like the kind, like, that's as big as your head, or like, you know, like the extra mom at the bake sale.
That's what I'm saying, they're probably not that big, yeah.
Giant cookie. Yuri is back to her book. Natsuki disappears into the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? Oh yeah, because you can't read. Oh, there's fruit flies. Why are there flies in here? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. Did he finish reading the manga that Natsuki gave him?
Well, because I was done maybe, so I feel like he would've.
I mean, it's a manga, so it's got like pictures in it, so that's probably closest to he'd be better off with a book with pictures to, you know, if he can't read, at least then he could maybe like try and fake his way through it, be like, oh yeah, that was so crazy when that girl with the, you know, with the dark hair baked the cake, and the boy with the light hair was like, whoa.
Oh, well, because then, you know, he still has to look at pictures of, you know, high school girl getting into antics, and, that's baby stuff.
Yeah, it's true. I closed my eyes and ended up thinking about Sayori on Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. See, this one, she reminds me a little bit of Chisa from DR3. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. You know, I used to have hair like hers. Same color, same style.
You used to have a bow like that, too.
I probably did. Except it was houndstooth. I had a bow like that, but it was houndstooth. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do things to speak to their creative minds. What? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right! Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it, you bitch. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Ugh. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admired her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up something I skip too fast over. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Is it gonna get spooky now?
No. It's still a ways off.
A ways off? How much of a ways off? Should I be going through this faster?
So, the festival is in like 2 days, and that's the,
I wanna get a spoopy time.
Yeah, that's what that is.
Yes, I wanna get to spoopy time. Open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Ayo.
I mean, it's an awesome club, actually.
Be a boring club.
Hey, you just get like a sweet ass cod.
You're thinking of preschool, my friend. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You need to get used to it, fucker. Don't say that so loud. Swear to me. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, no. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. Is that what he said? Did I skip over? Well, yeah. You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days the past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really give a shit about you, Sayori. You meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? He is a really shitty friend. Wow. That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. He is a really bad friend.
Why is that weird?
Yeah. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. This is so funny. What is it? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, baka. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this, aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggled to fully close the button near her chest because she got a padded bra. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. Sigh. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed it sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. But yeah, aren't school uniforms like fucking expensive as shit? What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway. You look less like shit now that your jacket's closed. Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. Ooh. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew! That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying it like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. That's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but I wasn't joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Jonathan, I can't wait to read yours. Same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. Like a horse, because horses trot. Who should I pick first?
Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. And again, if this one was as good as your last one, I would be completely pissed.
Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time.
Fair enough, you're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem yesterday.
What?
Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type.
Sayori has a type all of a sudden.
Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you?
Oh, this headset is strangling me. Check the sound of the audio if I just like stick this bitch over here or something. The comparison to game audio and vocals. Is it too quiet now? Stick it up my dick. Should I put it back as a collar? I might have to then. Oh, back to being strangled. Okay, well now I'm back to still check. Ooh.
It's like she's dragging around a dead weight.
This is being strangled. Alright, how's this? Is this something? Do I need to like really eat the mic for it to pick up? Bum ba-dum ba-dum bum bum. Do I need to eat the mic? You didn't really answer. So yes, I have to eat the mic is what you're saying? Eating the mic.
It's like she's dragging around a dead weight.
Well that was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. I'm gonna have to put it back around my throat.
Whatever it is, I don't get it.
I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders.
You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, itchy, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her sing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words, but she likes spiders, and that's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad, and she helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are pretty gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders.
I can't keep up with that.
She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers.
And I'm gonna tell everyone. I bet she's talking about Yuri.
Not bad, right?
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
No, of course not.
Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it.
Yeah, she's definitely talking about Yuri.
Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk.
Do you know people like that?
Of course, it's about how everyone thinks my... That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to.
Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. Blah, 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 blah.
But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes? As long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy. I think people really need to respect others for liking weird things.
Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. I gotta take off this collar.
It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, too, so look forward to it.
Who should I show it to next? Hi again, Jonathan. How's the writing going? Alright. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure. I give my poem to Monica. All right. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. I guess I know whose route I went with that time.
Yeah, whoever you got the fancy background image for.
I don't know.
So you got the thing of him button up Sayori's jacket.
Okay. You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well. We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but there's also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Adjusting this headset again. Like a dick. Dicka. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? Could be. Oh gosh. I see. I started to read it as Jonathan. Oh gosh, I sound like Yare. I think all of them have a Valley Girl voice now, especially Jonathan. Oh my god.
That might be the way to go.
No. You're under arrest.
Totally.
I should bring out, I need a proper stand though that won't ruin the table, but my, dynamic mic, so, especially so I can mix it so people can hear you in the background going, oh my god. You know you're a terrible mod. Like, you don't even... You just sit here watching the fucking stream and, like, doing a Valley Girl accent in the background. Are you even modding the stream?
There were so many people banned that you went ahead and seeing.
They're all chatbots, though, like, or whatever.
They're either bots, they're humans, I'm banning everybody.
It's all bots, and you throwing fucking fake coupon codes about, like, code whiskey discounted gamer fuel.
If it works, then, you know...
It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Those aren't real coupon codes. Why are you even here? Why are you here? I'm trying to play a video game. Oh my god. I ask you the simplest thing. I asked you to just moderate. Oh my god. Well, I guess your job's pretty easy when there's, like, no viewers. Alright, your new job as a mod is to kill all the fucking fruit flies in my house. Because there's too many. Because Christ there likes to leave out all this fruit everywhere. You know, Christ there X. Famous Twitch user. You know him, right? He left all this fruit in my house. But in any case, Sayari's waiting and... Or wait, no, wait. Her writing has a gentle feel. Yeah, but not like a Shel Silverstein. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, happiness, and sadness at breakfast. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Have you ever, like, listened to a song, either of you? Like, oh, I didn't know that happy people could feel sad.
Oh, I'll send you one right now. You feel the emotion.
You know, I listened to, the stream from the other night, and I can tell you pretty much all that's getting picked up is just a distant voice in the background and me just sighing exasperated and swatting at fruit flies. 'Cause terrible mod. Oh god. If anyone's watching the VOD and wants to be a moderator, I fully welcome it and encourage it. The bar is really low. Oh, you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me, call my name and save me. The colors, they won't stop.
Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me? Am I supposed to click that? Is this gonna be scary?
Clicking it's not gonna do anything.
Okay. But this is scary, right? Because I'm scared. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. It's never the kind of thing I've really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of a poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines, really short, makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, oh God, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Oh my God. Sayori or Yuri?
It's Sayori.
Oh my goodness. It's so good, Jonathan. Jonathan. I love it. Especially after yesterday's poem. Ugh, you're too honest. No, but really. I want to put this on my wall. Can I? Sorry. You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. I have no idea why I like it either. Jesus Christ. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't just like it because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better a lot. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Jonathan poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori fucks the sheet against her dick. You're so normal, Sayori. Yes. Well, I'm not very good at fingering poems. I'm pretty bad at it. But that's why I just go home. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Wow, he's such a dick. Oh, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Okay, so she likes happy. She likes sad. Sometimes both. What's the word we're looking for? Bittersweet. She likes things that are happy and things that are sad. She's such a weirdo. She's evil, isn't she? She's got evil vibes.
Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each a bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up and in come my friends. And they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pulled them off the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Holy crap! That sounds like the kind of thing I would have written. Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, and you should be proud of it. Thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah. Writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori always has a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it, no more than a week later. Same. I wonder if this is one of those times, but seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Let's see what you've written for today. Well done. Alright, I want to read your poem. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. Okay, that's certainly weird. Thanks for sharing. I have, well, an example of that if you'd like to read it. No, I don't want to read it. Don't give me your poem. No, I want to read it. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an ordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. Blood. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. She ate and killed the raccoon. Well, no, I don't think she ate it. I think it was the implication here is a bloodlust where she wants to rip the raccoon.
I think the raccoon is a metaphor for society.
We live in a society. I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I can relate to it in the sense where I'm always feeding trash pandas and such. My babies, my crows, I love them. They love Fruit Loops. My babies, my crows, they love Fruit Loops. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's the sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. Sometimes I enjoy writing about them. That's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? She said it's okay as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Sounds like you two have that in common. Well, is Yuri not hurting anybody? To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. No worries. Okay, well, thank you for sharing with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I may be ranting a little bit right now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You remind me of a raccoon, Jonathan. Okay, everyone. We're done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room.
Is this about the festival?
Well, sort of.
Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event.
Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event.
Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're gonna be performing.
Performing?
Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. You think there's a poetry club separate from the literature club? You think it's gonna be like gang warfare? Is that where the horror comes from?
Oh shit, but the poetry club is full of hunky boys. And they have one.
You're thinking of the host club.
Yeah.
Sayori, who's been coloring the poster, holds it up for us to see.
Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting these posters up, did you?
Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea?
Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that.
I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining Yuri shakes her ass in a circle. Guys. No, Sayori, I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. ... But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah. Oh, I've been sitting on the floor forever. It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself. finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Well, Jonathan's there for the cupcakes. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. ... Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little.
Well, maybe, but
Excuse me, I had to cough.
okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with.
Alright! Fuck! Thanks. What about you, Yuri? ... Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant feces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other.
No way!
Monica, this is too sudden. This may seem sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poems in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable.
Can I go next?
Of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fuck. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply shrimply? She's a shrimp. Oh, I figured out the ending. She's shrimp. She's shrimp! Shrimp. Shrimp. Dun, 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 dun. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next.
What?
Yuri's all fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. She starts to sound a lot like Fat Albert. Hey, hey, hey! Her quivering words transformed into sharp syllables of a fierce Fat Albert and confident woman. Hey, hey, hey! The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing.
This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. I need my glasses. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she was bewildered even by herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. It looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of the mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. Oh, she has a soft voice. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet, like whiskey sandwiches. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. It's basically like, if I had read this poem, I'd think it's bullshit, but she's pretty cute, and she got a cute voice, so it's I like that bow, even though it's askew. It's a tense askew. Everybody claps. Good job, Sayori. Even Jonathan liked it, and he's stupid as shit. What does that even mean? You know what it means. The atmosphere of your poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. What? I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. I need to keep drinking Blosser. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading.
Oh, I know what you mean. Well, that's how I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone.
The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know.
Okay.
Now who's next? Natsuki?
What?
Don't make me go before Jonathan. It's not like I can parody you guys anyway. Might as well let Jonathan lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine. I might as well get it over with.
Oh wait, I forgot to switch again. But it's not like maybe that's what Jonathan sounds like.
But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today.
I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry. Oh wait, no. I'm reading for Jonathan.
Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else.
Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, then. That leaves just you, Natsuki. Yeah. I am going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. This poem is called, Why Are You All Looking at Me? Because you're presenting, asshole. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a shit. Once she starts shitting the poem out of her rectum, her sour attitude disappears. Ew. That's disgusting. While she's a little euthanized, her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme. It's her trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when she's shitting. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, wasn't it?
Easy for you to say.
You better not make me do that again. Oh, well. Said Monica. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, aw, she thinks of you a friend. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is. So, well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about in the festival because no one there will like you and no one's your friend. Thanks for coming. Don't come back. It might be hard, but you have an idea now. Make sure you pick a poem, get enough practice. I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jesus Christ, I should probably find some other poem to recite. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I should go for Shel Silverstein. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting all this effort in for the club. That makes me really happy. Yeah, alright. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Oh, my legumes. My filthy legs. Sorry, I'm just adjusting my legumes here. Okay. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can't do this. Or did she say I can do this? There's no way I'll be able to find this in the Thor's house on Monica. Kawaii. I'll be right back. I need to stretch my legs. back on. So what day is this? No, not. Wait, what?
Or it's like the second day, however you wanna,
You give me like a mild heart attack for a second. I'm like, what do you mean it's fucking Thursday? You wanna wear the mic? You wanna wear the headset? Oh, my legumes. Wow. I mentioned the first day of streaming this game that I had a really stupid mic setup. That's still true, but I have also a stupid seating setup. I'm sitting on the floor of my living room with my laptop running OBS on like the low coffee table with the HDMI plugged into our TV. It's not really comfortable. I'm playing this on Steam without a controller, so I'm like hunched over. It's a nice STV though. I was talking about the TV the other day with Robine, and I was like I forget we were something about like picture quality and Blu-rays and all that shit. But you know, I said something about like RTV, and he's like, you know that I paid for the entire TV. And I was like, our TV. And he was like, yeah, it's our TV. You know, jokingly, of course. But I've taken over the living room as my own. Because I saw a spider in my room one time, so now I sleep on the couch. You know what I mean? Harry fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. What would you do? What kind of question is that? You kind of putting me on the spot here. What kind of a question is that? Okay, so I guess what she's saying is if, like, assume, because I guess they walk home together usually, is what they're saying, where it's like him and Sayori walk home together, but it's like if Yuri asked to walk home with you, would you walk home with her, or would you be like, no, I'm gonna walk home with my buddy? I'm getting afraid of Sayori now, so I'm gonna, even though Yuri's the spooky one,
Sayuri knows, I know she knows where I live. And also, she reminds me a little of me in high school. Not really so much the personality, but like, if her bow was houndstooth, and maybe if she was wearing like a 1940s style dress or something. So I'm afraid. You really think I'd ditch you for Yuri? Do you know in Danganronpa, when I started the first one, guess who my least favorite character was? Guess. Toko.
Okay.
After some character development stuff, you know, no spoilers, I definitely started to like him more. But, you know, after I got cast as her in that one thing, I'm like, oh yeah, Toko, this is my girl. we're both Togami simps, you know. One line. What is he saying? Speculate something that's never gonna happen. Like, I thought you're making friends at this literature club. That's like, oh yeah, that's just so. Or maybe this is like, you know, asking to walk someone home with you. That's like a marriage proposal.
No, she's really being a silly goose and springing to
Conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for her to care so much about. But I want something or other, respect, festival. Who knows what will happen in that time? Oh boy. I like blankets. I don't like contamination. I feel shame. I feel anger. I like rain. Sometimes. I like laugh. Oh, I guess Papa is this chick? Because she's like, Papa does not like my anime. Who are you talking to? I like milk, but I don't like it in the context of literature. Sorry, neutral milk. hotel. That's my criticism of you. Like sparkle. Actually, but glitter can be a curse. Afterbirth. I like games. Waterfall sometimes. I have anxiety. I have grief. Are you practicing that fucking flute again? No. Huh. You must have a lot of determination.
Starting this club and now picking up the piano. Oh, maybe not determination. Fruit flies. Fruit flies tell fruit lies. Get the fuck out of here. La passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival, too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Weren't you just complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah, but I'm not talking about our part of the festival. But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Squid is good. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? What is that supposed to mean? I didn't say I don't like it. Yeah, that's what I want to know. Besides, what do you mean, you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. Ika? Is that squid?
That was a walrus sound that I made.
That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that that joke makes no sense in translation. I'm guessing, I don't remember what the word is for squid in Japanese, but I'm guessing that, the kanji, like, spelling of her name had this symbol for squid in it, and that's where it's coming from. That joke makes no sense in translation.
Well, this is entirely in English, multi-language Japanese.
Really? Really?
Yeah. It's like a stupid joke because most usually
Huh? Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as funny as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. About fucking time. Sayori's sitting on her desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Everything good? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. Getting a little clingy, aren't you, Jonathan? Oh my god, I just need some space. I'm gonna go into a fugue state. You see? Sayori shows me a big dick. Don't let me distract you. If you say so. Sayori's been acting weird. Maybe I should ask Monica. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they've probably been chilling together. I timidly approached Monica, who was shuffling through some papers at her desk. What's up? This might sound a little bit strange, but... Have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading a little bit too much, but she seems downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Jonathan. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her, but this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it for now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. You sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Oh, he's suspected for a crime. I'm saying maybe the thing on her mind is you, Jonathan. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. What? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori's always like that. She's always full of sunshine. It's not any different now than she always has been. You're so funny, Jonathan. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I do now anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so I just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. She's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and I sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting her weigh me down so much? Isn't she like your best friend, you idiot? How much do I care about my best friend that I'm weighed down by her feeling sad? There's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica.
Hey, you.
I look up to see Natsuki. You gonna sit there and keep staring at nothing? There isn't that much time, so... Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to make you worry or anything. I'm reading fast through this because I want to get to the creepster parts.
It's not like I'm worried. I was just...
Natsuki glances down at her side. She's holding a volume of a manga in her hand. Something came up for a minute, but we can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer.
Jeez. Now you're making me feel like a jerk. If there's something bothering you, then you can just tell me to leave you alone, and I will.
I mean, assuming you didn't feel like...
Assuming you didn't feel like talking about it or anything.
She practically mumbles that part. Now, I'm probably making it seem like a bigger deal than it is. I've just been thinking about Sayori, that's all.
Sayori? Thinking about her?
She seems pretty down today, but she didn't want to admit it to me, so I can't help but wonder if something happened to her.
Oh.
Natsuki exhales.
Well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. But anyway, you're her best friend, right?
I guess so. He's the worst.
Yeah. Then in that case, I think you should trust her a little more. If she needed you, then you'd be the first person she would go to, right?
I guess that's true.
I mean, some people just have those days. You can't always avoid it. If anything, she probably doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not important.
Yeah, that's kind of what she said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes.
Exactly. If she needs you to worry about her, then it'll be a lot more obvious.
Yeah. I should have thought that way from the start. Natsuki fiddles with the book she's holding in her hands.
She really means a lot to you, doesn't she?
Don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for a long time. It's normal to be worried about your friends. I mean, you were worried about me, so...
I was not.
Jeez.
Jeez, if you're fine, then let's hurry and get started already.
Yeah. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we all share our poems now? Before I know it, everything's back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Alright. Hey, Jonathan. Have you thought about your poem? No. I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. Whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out awful. It would also make me happy to see you fail. Anyway, let's take a look at your shit poem. It makes her think of Sayori. Oh my god, these fruit flies! Poem time. This one is titled, The Lady Who Knows Everything. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lovely lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything, a beautiful lady who's found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought, and here I am, a feather. Lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky, until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall, and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers is the sort of thing that gives life meaning. Not to get too philosophical. But it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put that much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. It's a visual novel, it's a joke. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too oh my god. My marbles are full of mouth. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing it becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club. That's the name of the game. Don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. It's alright. Yeah. It's about as good as yesterday's. What? I include anime in games. Why are you so interested? No, gross. It's not like I care. Not like I care. Doki Doki Literature Club.
It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off.
Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away?
It's not like you would actually
do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach.
Oh, maybe I wouldn't. I won't mind scaring you after all.
I was just joking.
Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too.
How the fuck do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really watch my mouth. Anyway. I'll be your bitch. I'll be your beach.
Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminish your wonder over the years. But today, I have a special place, a beach for us to go. The shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with a brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you dream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought you had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams, and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea, and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you dream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way that you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again.
I'm Princess Beach.
Yeah, I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach.
So you decided to write about the beach first and then came up with the message later?
Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing. She wanted to pick a topic and have both of us write about it or whatever.
Ugh, you can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic and then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. It's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too, but there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Well done, Jonathan. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you?
Yarp.
I'm glad. Sharing at writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first. But now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I totally disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore, but it's a horrible way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club. It's been really fun getting to know everyone in their writing, and I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Jonathan? Oh, well, you know how I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. And even my opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in one way or another. Why me? Well, you're always so sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? Yuri thinks for a minute. That must be terrible. For me to have become someone whose opinion is so fearsome? How unlikable of me. Bitch, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. Just meant I respect you, bitch. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Okay. Give me your poem. Aight. This one is also titled Ditch. Beach, a poem by Yuri. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of the earth chaotically meets the surface, under a clean blue sky, an expanse of bliss. But beneath gray rolling clouds and endless enigma, the easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to erode at the shame. Drift forward, and I return to the earth forevermore. Oh, she's comparing herself to dirt. I aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it. She did? She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted us to write about the same topic again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought process. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she wanted to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. And she said the same thing about you. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. They're in love. I just went with her request, but, well, I suppose it's not bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yep. Thanks for sharing. Alright. What do you gotta say for me, Sayori? This is your best one so far. It's really nice, Jonathan. Thanks. Thanks a lot. Sorry, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Of course. Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Do you want a nap? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me. Smile, bitch. kind of skipped over that text without reading it. It was something like, you understand my poems the most or something, and it's like, you understand me the best. And it's like, don't you want to get to know everybody else? And I was like, I understand you the most. I know you sometimes have to put up with me, and I sometimes have to put up with you, but we have a wavelength or something. And this is how this poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing. Aww. I don't know if this is like a route thing or if this is just how the plot goes. Aww, so sometimes it's just easier to write when I'm thinking about you. Sayori. No, Jonathan, I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. You had fun with everyone else instead. This would be so much easier. Sayori, I glance around the room to make sure nobody has noticed. Sayori. I probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. She shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Okay, you three, we're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out?
Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange right now?
Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual.
That's right.
You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase.
Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it.
Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is gonna happen.
In your books, maybe.
Look, the only thing different is Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sigh. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a bit, doesn't she? It almost looks like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around.
Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee.
Natsuki, please, show some decency.
Oh, come on.
She actually wasn't feeling well and had to go home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright.
Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey.
No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Whoo! That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What'd she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend.
I already know what I'm doing.
That's right, Natsuki will be making cupcakes, but we might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki?
Challenge accepted.
And for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, go sit in the corner. Guys, can you come help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? Now Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, even I can't tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? You should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere. I'm gonna sleep again. Gonna take a break, fellers.